A high school senior was waiting in line for a ride at Harvest Homecoming when he was shot and killed. Today, a jury heard from his girlfriend on the moment shots fired. Now, no cameras are allowed in the courtroom on this case, but WDRB's Raina Katko sat in and is walking us through that heartbreaking testimony. Raina?
It was an emotional day in court. We saw body camera video of officers trying to give Bryce Gerlach CPR, and we also heard from his girlfriend about his final moments at that festival. And through it all, his family sat in the front row. We now know why Bryce Gerlach was at Harvest Homecoming on October 12, 2024. While crying on the witness stand, his girlfriend, Precious Flan, said, quote, "Our anniversary was the day he died." That tragic night, which she now calls the most traumatic moment of her life, marked 1 year of dating for the couple. Precious says they went to the festival earlier in the day to shop, but came back at night with one goal in mind: hitting the rides with friends. She was excited and said, quote, "It was our last $22, but we really wanted to get on those rides. Initially, she wanted to get on the Ferris wheel, but the line was too long, so they settled on the Gravitron." He was shot while waiting in that line. Precious recalls hearing a loud sound, but she assumed a balloon popped. They didn't realize what was happening until they saw people running. The jury watched body camera video from a New Albany police officer who responded to that scene. We could hear people screaming, sobbing, and begging for help. We also saw first responders give Bryce CPR after he was shot in the chest. Precious was by his side until officers pulled her away for questioning. She says, quote, "I was hoping and praying it wasn't my fault this happened. I was spiraling, thinking of everything possible. I brought us here." She says she felt frantic, worried about Bryce, and didn't know he passed away until much later in the night. She says they had plans to go to college near each other. Bryce wanted to play football, and she'd pursue track and field so they could be an athletic duo. It was heartbreaking to hear her story for many people in the courtroom. She was crying, Bryce's parents cried, and several other witnesses also cried on the stand. And while we heard from a handful of witnesses today, none of them said that they could identify who shot Bryce or the other innocent bystanders. Reporting in New Albany, Raina Katko, WDRB News.